Hi, the average guy here. Welcome back to another video. Before we begin, I just want to remind you that I am not a financial advisor. Everything in this video is based on my own experience, research, and personal opinions. Always do your own research before making any financial decisions. Now, let's get started. When you hear the words financial freedom, what comes to mind? A millionaire? A Lamborghini? A huge mansion? Never having to work again? That's what social media often tells us. But the truth is very different. Financial freedom isn't about looking rich. It's about having choices. Today, let's talk about what financial freedom really means, and why most people spend their lives chasing the wrong version of it. Let's start with a simple question. If you lost your job tomorrow, how long could you pay your bills? A week? A month? 6 months? That answer tells you far more about your financial freedom than the car you drive. Many people earn good salaries, but live from paycheck to paycheck. Every pound they earn is already spoken for. Mortgage, car payments, subscriptions, loans, credit cards. The money arrives, and it's gone before the month even begins. From the outside, they look successful. Inside, they're financially trapped. Now imagine someone else. They don't earn a huge salary. They drive an older car. They live below their means. They have 6 months of expenses saved. They invest every month. Who's actually more financially free? Probably the second person, because freedom isn't measured by income. It's measured by flexibility. Here's one of the biggest myths. People think financial freedom means never working again. For some people, maybe it does. But for most of us, financial freedom simply means working because you want to, not because you're terrified of missing next month's bills. Imagine waking up every morning knowing you could leave a toxic job if you had to. You could take time off after having a child. You could care for a family member. You could start a business. That's freedom. Money buys options, not happiness. Options. Let's talk about lifestyle. Many people increase their spending every time they receive a pay rise. A better car, a bigger house, more expensive holidays, nicer clothes. Soon, they're earning twice as much, but they don't feel any richer because their expenses grew just as quickly. That's why increasing income alone rarely creates freedom. Keeping your expenses under control does. Now let's discuss investing. People often think investing is about getting rich quickly. It's not. Real investing is usually slow, sometimes boring, but incredibly powerful over time. Every pound you invest today is buying a little more freedom for your future self. Not tomorrow, not next week, years from now, and that's okay. Freedom isn't built overnight. It's built one decision at a time. Let's look at debt. Not all debt is bad, but unnecessary debt steals future freedom. Every monthly payment limits your choices. The more fixed payments you have, the fewer options you have. Imagine 2 people earning exactly the same salary. One has almost no debt. The other has car finance, credit card debt, and personal loans. Who has more freedom? The answer is obvious. Let's talk about time. Most people focus on earning more money, but wealthy people often focus on buying back their time. They automate, they invest, they build systems, because time is the one thing money can never replace. That's why financial freedom isn't really about money. It's about controlling your time. Here's another mistake. People compare themselves to influencers online. Luxury holidays, designer clothes, sports cars. Remember, you rarely see the debt behind the photos. Real wealth is often quiet. It doesn't need to impress strangers. It creates peace of mind. Sleeping well at night because you know your bills are covered is a form of wealth. Having investments growing while you sleep is a form of wealth. Knowing an unexpected expense won't destroy your finances is a form of wealth. If you're just starting, don't worry about becoming a millionaire. Focus on becoming financially stable. Build an emergency fund. Pay off high-interest debt. Invest consistently. Live below your means. Repeat. These habits aren't exciting, but they work. Remember, financial freedom isn't one big moment. It's hundreds of small decisions made consistently over many years. Before we finish, I want to leave you with one final thought. If your lifestyle depends on every single paycheck, you're not free. If your money gives you choices, you're moving towards freedom. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be rich overnight. You just need to make slightly better decisions today than you made yesterday. Small improvements, repeated for years, can completely change your future. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, consider subscribing for more simple money tips. This is The Average Guy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.